Fall signs.
Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless collective reading for all signs. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for all of your continued love and support. So, you guys, keep in mind, of course, time is an illusion. Energy is fluid. The signs don't really matter. This could be related to anything in your life: love, career, finances, friends, family, hidden enemies. It could be a past situation, past life situation, a current event, or a future prediction. Okay. I'm changing things around in the space. You can tell, I'm sure. And I want to make some changes to the channel. So today I was gathering decks. I have behind me. Um, I haven't counted, but I have a lot of decks. I'll just say that. And I'm narrowing it down so that I can actually start studying the tarot more and the different oracle decks that I have, because so many of you have donated decks to the channel, and I'm starting to feel like I should be sharing those decks on the channel more, because you guys have gifted me decks that I asked for, but I get very attached to decks. Anyway, I know I've said that many, many times, but I'm changing out the space. I'm going to be incorporating more decks into the readings and here on the channel. So I was cleaning up, going through some of the decks, swapping decks out, and what I found was these two cards here. These two cards have clearly been hiding in my energy oracle deck probably for, I'm going to say, at least 6 months or more, because I can remember when I took this deck out and when I put it in my last when I put it in my little band that I use here. These two cards were hiding and they were stuck to this deck. Okay. Now, when I saw this, I said, let me turn the camera on and look into what this energy is. So we have here adjacent possibilities and the sixth chakra, I'm sorry, the seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra. So I felt like this was so interesting about, just for now, the timing. A lot of people have been going through a lot of spiritual warfare, of course. And with the seventh chakra being the crown chakra here, if you know anything about the chakras, that's like your last primary chakra. And typically, during the ages of about people who really are getting closer to 50, because your chakras, from my own self study, like every 7 years a chakra will kind of open, right? We have many different karmic cycles in our life. So the seventh chakra, for those of you who are for sure older, possibly 30s, 40s, heading into 50s, you may be experiencing this enlightenment. Age has not everything to do with it, but this is for sure a period where you come into some type of enlightenment and awareness for sure. Now we have the adjacent possibilities card here too. This is 24 and 41. 2 and 4 is going to break down to 6, and then 41 will break down to the number 5. When I picked up this deck and I saw at the bottom here is an inner child card. Okay. So what I feel is that a lot of you, there has probably been some type of secret, or your intuition has been blocked. You could have had dreams or been very tapped into your intuition somewhere between, I'm just going to say, the age of 5 to 6 years old. And maybe some of those gifts are returning back to you. Whatever you've gone through over the course of, I'm going to say, maybe the last 5 to 10 years in your most recent karmic cycle, I'm hearing the word something has been stalled in your life, or it has been stagnant. I feel that whatever this inner child wounding is that perhaps you've had, carrying ancestral trauma or just inherited pain from family, and then in your adult life, for many of you, having issues, obstacles, and challenges to come up with friends, family, open enemies, hidden enemies, romantic partners, situationships, or whatever it is, it has possibly blocked your crown chakra. So for some of you too, what I'm picking up is what I was saying is, unfortunately, you could have been a victim of someone doing some type of crown chakra manipulation, over you, even as early as you being a child, where someone purposely tried to cut your gifts off. Some of you, depending on your background, religion, family, or whatever, if you were having dreams or you were a medium or whatever the case is, you could have had people who were around you who thought that it was best for you to cut that off. That was a problem though, because your gifts, the fact that you're different, the fact that you are very unique spiritually or psychically gifted, or you have the gift of discernment or prophecy or whatever the case is, that is perhaps what you have been missing, that has not really helped you to see the truth about situations around you that have been triggering those very deep wounds. Those deep wounds have triggered a lot of people, and unfortunately it has made you a playground for the enemy, because the enemy is going to constantly attach itself to those open wounds, right? And then you have here letting go, and then companionship. So there's probably been a lot of codependency here, where you've had people who tried to make you feel as though you needed to depend on them, when in actuality they were depending on you for your energy. I'm feeling like for some of you, you've had perhaps a friend, a family member, someone very close to you, whether in your childhood or your adult life, or someone from your childhood that's still in your energy or your environment, who has been sort of mooching off of you. Someone has always known you were very gifted, talented, and that you had a very bright future. And I feel that they have been using energy, your essence, their own personal gain, or they've purposely been trying to like brainwash you or condition you so that you would not know just how beautiful you actually are. And as a result of, like I said, it has caused a lot of stagnation in your life. The companionship card is here. Many of you, you're being prepared now for relationships in your life, whether it's with friends or their romantic relationships or partnerships. And you're gonna have to let go of whatever this inner child wounding is. But I did a reading a few weeks ago, and I was saying you're gonna have to let go of the karmic contracts that you unknowingly entered into when you were in this wounded type of energy. So some of you possibly have, like I said, not realize that people, even in family, your blood family, that maybe a lot of them are karmic to you. They were here to teach you certain lessons. And now when you get to the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, this is saying now that, your third eye is already open. The third eye will be your sixth chakra. You know exactly who you are. You have a very good idea of where you're going. And the people that you have had to deal with along the way, they've pretty much served their purpose in your life. You no longer have to hold on to those relationships or, any of that stuck, stagnant energy from people who just no longer serve you. They don't serve your greatest and highest good. So I just wanted to tap in and see kind of where you're blocked, and then let's look at what you are manifesting at this time, because adjacent possibilities is here. For some of you, somebody has definitely tried to block a lot, and I've never ever noticed this before, but in this card, the colors of the doors here is green and purple. Green will be the heart chakra, and then purple here is, just like in this card, it would be that crown chakra. So someone here has played a lot of games with your heart space. And because of this inner child wounding, you've probably dealt with guilt, shame, codependency. It has probably caused you to have a lot of issues in your relationships, okay? Because it's like here, you haven't been able to fully grow or evolve spiritually because of this wounding that you have. And now it's time for you to really let go of this hurt, this pain, the sorrow, the suffering that has come from some type of relationship in your life, so that you can actually embrace true love. Some of you, it's time for you to just build. It's time for you to truly love and be loved. And the reading that I did, that I posted earlier, I was saying that you're going to have to find the strength to be vulnerable, the strength to say that it's certain things that you don't know, it's certain things that you haven't experienced. But it's now time for you to realize that when it comes to your friends, your family, the past lovers, that there is something here that was out of your control. And it's very unfortunate that many people have been taken advantage of on their spiritual journey because you honestly didn't know that you were surrounded by these like snake people or these agents of the devil. But that was all part of your journey for you to, wow, look, acceptance. You're going to have to accept these people or this situation for whatever it is in order for you to have happiness, because this is what's blocking. I'm asking, what is blocked? You haven't been able to accept the fact, you haven't been able to truly accept happiness in your life because something here has been blocked. But spirit is coming in now and saying, no, you deserve to have these adjacent possibilities. And by you opening up your crown chakra and getting more in touch and in tune with who you truly are, the true essence of who you are at your soul, at your core, is going to allow you to finally be happy. I don't think that a lot of people in the collective, from what I've been seeing, even in the readings, have witnessed true happiness. You may not have witnessed this in your life, in your family, in your friendships, and it may be a very long time since you actually experienced happiness yourself. Yeah, self-esteem. See, these types of situations where a person is purposely trying to hurt you, and leave you wounded, it has affected your overall self-esteem. And when you have low self-esteem, clearly that's going to affect your relationships. You most likely have been in a cycle of being in this like empath narcissist paradigm where you probably were hoping to have happiness and you were accepting things that weren't for your greatest and highest good due to you having lower self-esteem. And this is something that was most likely taught to you or projected onto you by the people who have been around you the majority of your life, right? Friendship here in worry and abundance. Some of you, like I said, you've probably had issues with friends, always being very worried about the worst happening, this very pessimistic type of energy, a lot of self-sabotage. Anytime you are about to go into a season of great abundance, you become very worried that your friends or your family are going to betray you. You start to doubt yourself. And this is because you are an empath, because you have this empathy for people, even those people who are hurting you. It's actually, for a very long time, it has been blocking you. All right. The Pioneer card is here. I haven't even pulled this deck out yet, but you're the first to do something, or you will be the first to do something in your friend group, in your family, or whatever. But it's like you're meant to create something that no one else has created. Even if it has been created, when you add your energy to it, it's gonna be something really, really amazing. And I feel that, yeah, the Phoenix Rising card is here. You're like constantly going through this death and rebirth and these transformations in your life, and it's because something has not yet been activated. What bothers me about this, though, is that this should have happened. I feel strongly that there's someone here, and this may not be everyone's story. Someone has stolen something from you. It really bothers me because I can feel it. Somebody stole something from you. Someone tried to steal your light. They tried to steal your essence. They tried to steal an inheritance from you. You've gone throughout your entire life feeling wounded, like you were afraid or unsafe or something. And there have been people who have been surrounding you who always knew that there was greatness within you and that something was due to you, and they hid this from you on purpose. Okay, now it's time for you to start using your voice to speak up. Some of you, a lot of people are purposely now trying to hide the hand that they use to throw all these bricks at you, because some of you, perhaps you want to be a writer, or you want to be I don't know, like in the public somehow, or simply by you sharing your testimony. See, a lot of people have gone out and have lied on you. But see, those lies they thought was hurting you, but they have no idea how much your truth is going to hurt them. And these people have been trying to block you so that you will be silenced and you won't come out and speak the truth or share your truth, or actually just live in your truth as someone who is enlightened and aware, because it's going to shed light on who they were to you. A lot of you, this is 100% your family, definitely speaking about people's parents, grandparents, those people who were actually supposed to be there to protect you. Instead, they decided to, like I said, stab wounds. I'm hearing Janae Aiko's song, Born Tired. It's like you were born tired. You were born into some type of karma. And instead of them giving you the love and the compassion that you needed for you to break those generational curses, it's very unfortunate. But your family, they made it even harder for you to break these generational curses simply because they did not want you to be the one that wore the crown. It's really sick. But through this journey of you healing yourself, you still have managed to have this enlightenment. It's just, like I said, it's sad because a lot of people's gifts and your blessings, they've been delayed. Entrapment, see? Entrapment. But now it's time for you to go out into the wild and become exactly who you're meant to be. But entrapment is here. You probably for a very long time have just felt stuck. And look at how this person here is in the back of this person. It's like someone here, for some of you, there's for sure like some type of spell work or something. Someone has been tapping into your dreams, tapping into your mind, and playing a lot of games. There is for sure spell work here for some people, but for some it's just heavy manipulation and brainwashing. You'll be surprised how the people who raise you or who've been around you, your teachers and your friends, how they will say certain things to change the way that you think and you feel about life and about yourself. And by listening to them, what you think, what you say, what you do, it affects obviously your entire life. You have probably been cheated out of so many different opportunities simply because of your mindset, but you've been conditioned to think certain ways about yourself or about life that were wrong, and somebody purposely was conditioning you this way because they knew exactly what was ahead for you. It almost seems like somebody did not want you to go and find out who you truly were. They didn't want, and then this red here to me represents even the root chakra. Somebody always knew that you were destined to go out into the wild to find something that for many of you could be like a hermit. I'm getting hermit energy with this lantern here. It's like you were meant to go into the dark and shine a light on different things. Unfortunately, like I said, even in your family, you most likely was the person that always saw that there was something wrong and you wanted to raise awareness about something. And I feel that people, they really just wanted to silence you. But you made it. It's okay. Let's see. You made it, or you will make it. Let me look at something. Before I get into the tarot, I just want to kind of look more into this more shadow aspect of what's happening. You have your judge and God. See, like I said, judge and God. It's like you know exactly who God is. And I don't think that a lot of you are in this high and mighty narcissistic like mindset where you feel as though you are God. You want to be a faithful, humble servant to the Most High. And unfortunately, like this card says here, you have the judge. Somebody here judged you as being foolish, or they wanted you to always be at the beginning of your journey. Somebody here with the judge card is the type of person here who is misusing it says misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. This is someone who has been in your life and they've been purposely trying to make sure that the scales for you are not balanced. Someone here has been purposely offering you a lot of destructive criticism, and instead of constructive, they were purposely, like I said, trying to brainwash you. And with this Fool energy here, you know, right now we are in Gemini season, and you see this person here wearing a mask. I feel that right now a lot of people around you, as their mask is falling off, it's also showing you that you you've been wearing a mask too, but perhaps unknowingly. As you see the truth of other people be revealed, it's making you see the truth of who you are, and you're starting to realize that you don't think the way that other people think. You don't want to live your life the way other people live their life. Other people's, their thoughts, their fears, and other things. You're learning what it really means to have a lot of things be projected onto you. You have here the Exorcist card. Wow, Exorcist, mother, and shapeshifter. What did I say? There's a mother figure here, or and a mother figure doesn't have to be, it could be an aunt, it could be a grandmother, it could be anyone. But for someone here, like I said, a person who should have nurtured you, they did not. This person did not nurture you. Some of you, unfortunately, too, you could even have like a parental figure who has sort of looked at you almost as if you were more of a companion to them, as opposed to actually being a child. And they did not nurture you in the way that you needed to be nurtured. You now are needing to free yourself from this shapeshifter energy. This is a Jezebel energy. And yes, people in your family, mothers, fathers, or anyone, they can carry this energy. It says here, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So for a lot of people, this could for sure be a parental figure or an elder, someone in your family who has not wanted you to grow. Someone here has been projecting the image that they want of you, or who they want to be as a person, onto you for their own personal agenda. And now that you're coming into this enlightenment, this awareness, and you are going out living your life unapologetically, or that's what you should do. Like I said, these people, they're shaking in their boots now, because see, your truth is going to crush every lie that they've ever told, or the fake life that they live. Your truth is going to make it very clear that something here is off. This person has probably misjudged you, lied on you. Okay. This Fool card, it says, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. This is someone here, when you tell them how you feel, they purposely want to try and make you think that you're foolish. They minimize how you think, they minimize how you feel. This is a shapeshifter energy here. This person is real fake, real phony. And this is saying now you need to pretty much get rid of this energy completely. And by doing this, this is how you face your own demon. Because a lot of you have friends and family around you, and they carry a demonic entity, or just a very, very low, honestly, they carry a demonic type of spirit. And now you have here the saboteur. This is causing the self-sabotage in your own life. Being around this type of energy, it causes you to self-sabotage. It causes self-destructive behavior within you. Because you're dealing with the type of people who are projecting their fear and their doubts and insecurities onto you nonstop. You're a wild, free-spirited person. Somebody here has literally been trying to have you completely trapped by doing a lot of manipulation. And in more severe cases, spell work. This is someone's mother, a mother figure for sure, spirit. This person is power hungry. They're extremely manipulative, very manipulative and power hungry. This person acts as if they have so much more knowledge about life and situations, much more than what they do. This is someone here who has not reached a level of awakening and enlightenment. Their crown chakra is not lit. This person, what they're doing is they've been trying to use your crown chakra activation for themselves, and they're still not free. They're still trapped because of everything that they've done to you in the background. Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. There is a passionate new beginning here that's coming for you. Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. This is oppression. Someone here has seen you be this free-spirited person. You're a powerful manifester. You're beautiful. You're courageous. You know, you want to go out and make changes. All these different things in the world. Someone here has purposely created a lot of burdens for you, beating your self-esteem down so low that it's almost impossible for you to have happiness. You don't know how to accept companionship. You don't know how to live in the moment. because you're always so afraid that something is going to go wrong or someone is going to judge you or misjudge you or criticize you. A lot of imposter syndrome here. This is narcissistic abuse is what it is. And the entire time you were the star. You were the star. And trust me, these people knew that. Whoever did this, they knew it. And I'm saying people, so most likely you've encountered this with more than one person, but I'm telling you, this started in somebody's home or in their family. What you go out in the world and attract, it has everything to do with what was right there in your household. What's right there in your blood, in your bloodline, in your DNA. At the center of this Queen of Wands and this star energy. This is a very powerful manifester here. You may be chosen.
The mind-blowing secret behind the numbers 3, 6, and 9 finally revealed. Nikola Tesla did countless mysterious experiments, but he was a whole other mystery on his own. Almost all genius minds have a certain obsession. Nikola Tesla had a pretty big one. Tesla had some interesting habits that he would do. For example, he would walk around the block repeatedly, 3 times before entering a building. He would clean his plates with 18 napkins. He lived in hotel rooms, only with the number divisible by 3. He would make calculations about things in his immediate environment to make sure the result is divisible by 3. He would do everything in sets of 3. Some say he had OCD, and others say he was very superstitious. However, the truth is a lot deeper. If you knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would have the keys to the universe. Nikola Tesla. His obsession was not simply with numbers, but especially these numbers, 3, 6, and 9. Tesla claimed that these numbers were extremely important, and nobody listened. But why these numbers? What did Nikola Tesla try to make the world understand? First, we must understand that we did not create math, we discovered it. It's the universal language and law. No matter where you are in the universe, 1 plus 2 will always equal to 3. Everything in the universe obeys this law. There are patterns that naturally occur in the universe, patterns that we've discovered in life, galaxies, star formations, evolution, and almost all natural systems. Some of these patterns are the golden ratio and sacred geometry. One really important system that nature seems to obey is the power of 2 binary system, in which the patterns start from 1 and continues doubling the numbers. Cells and embryos develop following this sacred pattern: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. Some call these patterns the blueprint of God. Math by this analogy would be God's thumbprint, leaving all religion aside. In vortex math, the science of torus anatomy, there is a pattern that repeats itself: 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5, and so on. As you can see, 3, 6, and 9 are not in this pattern. Scientist Marco Rodin believes these numbers represent a vector from the 3rd and 4th dimension, which he calls a flux field. This field is supposed to be a higher dimensional energy that influences the energy circuit of the other 6 points. Randy Powell, a student of Marco Rodin, says that this is the secret key to free energy, something we all know Tesla mastered. Let me explain. Let's start from 1. Doubled it is 2. 2 doubled it is 4. 4 doubled is 8. 8 doubled is 16, which means 1 plus 6, that equals to 7. 16 doubled is 32, resulting in 3 plus 2 equals 5. You can do 7 doubled if you want, to which you would get 14, resulting in 5. 32 doubled is 64, resulting in total of 1. So if we continue, we will keep following the same pattern: 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, etc. over and over. As you can see, there is no mention of 3, 6, and 9. It's like they are beyond this pattern, free from it. However, there is something strange once you start doubling them. 3 doubled is 6, 6 doubled is 12, which would result in 3. Add 1 and 2 and you get 3. In this pattern, there is no mention of 9. It's like 9 is beyond, completely free from both patterns. But if you start doubling 9, it will always result in 9. This is called the symbol of enlightenment. If we go to the Great Pyramid of Giza, not only are there 3 larger pyramids at Giza, all side by side, mirroring the positions of the stars in Orion's belt, but we also see a group of 3 smaller pyramids, immediately away from the 3 larger pyramids. We find lots of evidence that nature uses 3-fold and 6-fold symmetry. These shapes are in nature, and the ancients emulated these shapes in the building of their sacred architecture. Is it possible that Tesla uncovered this profound secret and used this knowledge to push the boundaries of science and technology? Magnificence of the number 9. Let's say there are 2 opposites. Call them white and black if you want to. They are like the north and south poles of a magnet. One side is 1, 2, and 4. The other side is 8, 7, and 5. Just like electricity. Everything in the universe is a stream between these 2 polar sides, like a swinging pendulum. And if you could imagine the movement, it's something like the symbol for infinity. However, these 2 sides are governed by 3 and 6. 3 governs 1, 2, and 4, while 6 governs 8, 7, and 5. And if you look at the pattern closely, it gets even more mind-boggling. 1 and 2 equals 3. 2 and 4 equals 6. 4 and 8 equals 3. 8 and 7 equals 6. 7 and 5 equals 3. 5 and 1 equals 6. And 1 and 2 equals 3. The same pattern on a higher scale is actually 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. But even these 2 sides, 3 and 6, are governed by 9, which shows something spectacular. Looking closely at the pattern of 3 and 6, you realize that 3 and 6 equals 9. 6 and 3 equals 9. All the numbers together equal 9, both ways, excluding and including 3 and 6. So 9 means the unity of the both sides. 9 is the universe itself, the vibration, the energy, and the frequency. 3, 6, and 9. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. There is a deeper philosophical truth in this. Just imagine what we could accomplish if we could apply this sacred knowledge in everyday science. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it'll make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. Nikola Tesla.